5 sugar. Good morning, everyone. I'm planting tomatoes. You might see them there. And I've got a lot of work to do before I can even get those in the ground because I've got to prepare the bed. So lots of work today. We'll see how far I get. Come join me. You can see here we finished another component of our everlasting fence project. We finished another component of our everlasting fence project. Ooh, I can't say that for some reason. Everlasting fence project. And this is the bed I'm going to put the tomatoes in. So it's still got grass and weeds, and it's actually fairly compact now because it's been stood on a whole bunch. I'm going to see what I can do about that. I will probably buy some a raised bed soil maybe to top off this bed, just to help the plants out some. We do have a decent worm population, so they should help it in short order. But these are my tomatoes. All right, I got a couple there. This whole bunch. They are looking not quite as happy about life as they were a week or two ago. They are really ready to be out of these little containers. But this project had to get done first, so got some more tomatoes right down there. We'll see how much of this entire bed has to be worked for the tomatoes, but you can see we've got a decent grass population in there. So that's the first task. All right, so I roughed this up a little bit, and it is, it's pretty compact. So I'm gonna go through it with a fork, garden fork, and kind of loosen it up a little bit. And then I think I'm gonna just spread some potting soil on top of it. Not potting soil, raised bed soil. That's what I put on the garlic last year when I planted the garlic, just to give it some extra nutrients. The new beds, they're not as well developed soil-wise, so it's good to have that on it anyway, and I figured this will help bring the level of the soil up, and also probably kill the grass. So it's also what I did on the front beds, which is basically just put the soil down on top of the grass and then plant into that. So I think I'm going to do that here. It'll make it easier. So in the meantime, because I have time, but I don't have soil, and I'm not going to be able to get the soil right now. In the meantime, I think I'm going to go and plant the corn. So let's go plant some corn. Ooh, hello. I'll tell you that I gave up trying to decompact the soil and just had my husband run over the top couple of inches with a tiller. So we have freshly tilled soil now. Corn is planted. Good morning, everyone. As you can see, I got the corn planted this morning, or at least the rest of the corn that goes in this garden. So got that planted here along with the corn I planted yesterday. And it is, I've got 27 of the, I think this is the Aunt Mary's sweet corn. And the Golden Bantam is up the way. And if you look behind me, you see that long row, that's the tomato bed. So that's what I'm gonna do now and get as many in as I can. So here's the corn. I have them spaced about 6 inches apart or so. Same with the other batch of corn up the way. And the tomatoes in the long bed, I'm gonna do about 1 foot apart. I'm gonna do 1, 2, and then move down 3, 4, and there'll be a central trellis where I have the string tied on either side. So that'll be good. I'll probably plant basil in between. Maybe some other things, because that's a lot of tomatoes and I don't have that much basil. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to get down as deep as I can, because I'm going to plant these tomatoes as deep as possible. And I'm doing them about 1 foot apart with the auger. All right, let's crack open these first tomatoes. These first 2 that I'm putting in here, these are Moon Glow. Let's see, I think I'll pull it out first. There we go. Ooh. Nice looking roots. Not too bad. I was actually expecting it to be a little bit more root bound in the pot, but no worries on that. So the entire stem will grow roots if you put it in the ground. So I'm gonna bury these as deep as I can. And brought my scissors, snips, whatever. I'm gonna take off at least that lower, probably both of these, those lower branches. All right. Let's see how deep I can get this down in the hole. Good. Okay, there's one. Same thing with this one. I think I'm gonna go ahead and clip these 2, lowest set of leaves, and pull her out. First 2 planted. 1 million more. I think I have like 65 tomatoes left. There you go. Tomatoes planted. Let me back up a step. So you can see the corn. This is Aunt Mary's sweet corn. Right over there, I have the Bantam Golden Improved sweet corn. All right, so let me go through what we've got here. We have 2 moon glows, bunch of Ukrainian purple, German pink, Cherokee purple, ooh, blue beach, bunch of those, gold medal, brandywine yellow, brandywine red, Amish paste, Mexico midgets, which unsurprisingly already have tomatoes. And then these last 2 are Eagle Hearts. I have some Mexican midgets and Eagle Hearts up at the top over there. But they're a little bit more shady, so we'll see how they compare. But check it out, I'm so excited. Whew. So we have cleanup and watering left to do for the tomatoes for the new stuff. Where are they? The new stuff. I still have to trellis them, but I got a lot of things to trellis, so I'll try to do that all at once. It looks good. I love this long row of tomatoes. I have been envisioning this long row of tomatoes for like 3 years. And finally I have it. That's 65 tomatoes down here and then another 6 up top. I better get tomatoes this year, y'all. I better get tomatoes. All right, on to watering. All right, the last thing I like to do is to come through and remove any leaves that are touching the ground. So I'm just gonna come through and snip those off. All right, that's the tomatoes done. Well, I've got some compost I'm gonna buy to put on top, and then I have to mulch it with grass clippings, and then I have to put in the trellis. You know, it's never ending. It's never ending tasks in a garden. But look at all those great tomatoes. Ah, some of them have flowers already. I'll show you and I'll say bye now. Bye.